Hey, those who are familiar with playing the game of cricket, you should have surely come across one of the best batsmen that India has known, called as the Wall, Rahul Dravid. He was always known to score what are known as Big Daddy hundreds. 50s became hundreds, 100 became 200s, and considered to be one of the most consistent batsmen of his era. He was once interviewed and he was asked, when you go to play, do you always keep a double hundred as your goal? He gave one of the best answers that would fit into the current situation specifically. He mentioned very clearly, my goal was always to ensure to remain zero not out at least for some time. Then I look at scoring a 10. Then I look at scoring a 20, and then slowly I build up. I don't set up grand goals because that creates too much of pressure and I might make the mistake of losing my wicket. So I take it one bite at a time. Assuming you're going by car, say from Chennai to Bangalore, and it is night time, you set out to drive in the evening by around 6:37 or whatever, even if it is daytime, for example. Though you are very clear what your goal is, at best, how much far can the headlight of your car beam show? 100 meters, 200 meters, that's all. Life is all like that. Let me give you another example. Let's take it that you like eating cakes. I give you one of the best cake that you like taste-wise, and I give you say 10 kilo cake and ask you to eat it in full. It's all for you. How do you eat it? The most obvious answer is you cut them into small pieces which you can eat one at a time. So the current situation is also like that. The way Rahul Dravid said his goal was to remain on zero not out for some time at least. Your goal right now is to survive. Whether you are in business, whether you are running a charitable organization, whether you are running an NGO, whether you are running the government itself. Right now, the idea is to keep the casualties close to zero as possible in terms of sales, in terms of collections, in terms of collections, of course, can be better, in terms of other problems, including any health related emergencies. As far as possible, keep it close to zero. So that once you cross the state, you are now ready to stabilize and then surge ahead. So what do you do in the next 1, 2, 3 months, specifically in the lockdown period? And when the lockdown is about to be lifted, either in a phased manner or in whatever way the government decides fit, you need to be prepared to handle the reopening of your factory or establishment. Getting on to whatever that needs to be done to ensure that the health of people who come back to office is paramount importance. The health of the business so that it survives. When a patient is admitted into an hospital, first the doctor's role is to ensure that the patient survives 24 to 48 hours. That's what you see it in movies also. We'll be able to tell you anything only after 24 to 48 hours. The standard dialogue doctors tell the family of the patient. After that, they stabilize the patient for a few days. And then they put them in the general ward. After 1 or 2 weeks, when the patient is ready, they allow them to go back home, where the patient slowly bounces back and comes back to full health and starts doing whatever he was doing before. Likewise, your business currently has to be in a mode of what we call as survival. Whatever is post-lockdown work that you need to do, there are enough experts available, including the offer that we make too. Ensure that you survive. The health of the employees is kept as the most important factor, then the health of the business. Once you cross that critical phase, you have to stabilize, reinvent the products, repackage, find alternate channels, find alternate sources of fund generation, whatever is needed. Once that phase is crossed, maybe it will take you up to September or December, then you are ready to surge ahead. How much ever fast you want to go, you can only see at any point of time in the car 100 to 200 meters. So always keep your focus on the immediate survival, ensure that you stabilize and ensure you surge ahead. Together, we will be able to achieve this. Shall we?